30 seconds and counting.
Aye.
Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds.
Aye. Feet 5'4", nothing to a giant. Waited my turn, call it perfect time and trust the most high. Got the stars aligning, I was tapped in. I've been strategizing, dreams coming true. I've been fantasizing while you criticize. Pay attention to the signs, symbolize. Feel like a legend, they go idolize. Ayy, I'm a hero, wear my cape. Independent leader made a way. I'm the people's voice, hip hip parade. Stuck to my pace, the turtle win the race. There's trophies on trophies, views from the townscape. Change is great, pray, then I had to skate. God told me time to go elevate. Chosen child, I'm the champ now, not a featherweight. Man, I'm so blessed, I just meditate. Peace of mind, that's what you get when you out the way. By any means, I just listen what Malcolm say. Studied the game, I'm a student, learned every day. Stacking my bucks and I'm not talking Tampa Bay. Running the game, feel like first in the relay. Hand me my medal, took it to new levels. All gas on the pedal, not stagnant, cause settle, nah. Yeah, hey, we see you very soon. This what I'm here to do. Here to inspire you. We headed to the moon. Look, yeah, I'm living proof. About to blast off like Zoo. We about to take the roof.
We have a liftoff.
We headed to the moon. Just for the culture, stacking our beats like it's Folgers. We on the move, we in motion. I believe I got a notion. Nothing but love, that's devotion. Budgets don't cost me, I'm with the commotion. I can be Batman, then turn to the Joker. Debo with the loafers. I'm trying to stay focused. I see it, I want it. That's hocus and pocus. And voila, it's all in my hands, but I give it to Allah. He blessed me with more and more overflow. Tada, I know I'm the best. I don't need your fake shout outs. I'm putting the work like an OVO night owl. The realest, you see it. I know that you notice. I keep it 100, never sugarcoated. I'm locked and I'm loaded. Pockets getting bloated. The goat on the mic, you definitely who they voted. Yeah, hey, we see you very soon. This what I'm here to do. Here to inspire you. We headed to the moon. Look, yeah, I'm living proof. About to blast off like Zoo. We about to take the roof.
We have a liftoff.
Hello and welcome to Inspired Earth, everybody. I hope that you guys are having a great week as usual. We've got a whole lot to go over this week, and it's exciting stuff. It's going to be mind-bending as usual. We're kind of challenging all of science in a way, but in a good way. I mean, science challenges itself, so we're just following the greatest hits of the scientists of our time, basically, in this podcast. And a lot of the scientists have been talking about very mind-bending topics. We've been rediscovering things that we thought that we had a firm grasp on, and it turns out that we did not. And we've been living through a long time of thinking that, and I say we as in a society, not as in anybody personally, but just us as a society has been riding on this high that we are the creme de la creme of everything. And I'll just leave it at that. And I will say that this podcast has become more of an experience than just a weekly show for some people, especially the people that have been listening since the beginning. And the last couple episodes, they all build on each other. And I started talking about patterns a couple episodes ago and synchronicities. That's basically what we're talking about throughout all of this. And as we learn more, I wanted to point out something that you need to have a firm grasp on before that we all do, including myself. And this has come up multiple times recently, personally and in the media and just everywhere. We all, I mean, in all the topics that we've been talking about, we all just need to come back to something that has been talked about in the past a long time ago. Once again, it's people in the past that have been through so much. They have so much knowledge that we can tap into, and that's what I'm going to do at the very beginning here. And the point of me pointing out all of this previous knowledge in the episodes in the podcast is that the more that you learn and the more that you know, the more that you learn how much you don't know. And the humility that needs to come with that, of the realization that the more that you learn, you realize that there is even more out there that you don't know. Every single time that you learn something, you find out more that you about a topic that you don't know. And we're gonna go into that right now. I know that kind of sounds confusing, but we're gonna elaborate. And this is something that was talked about with the Greeks. That's why I was talking about the ancient people. So let's just go straight into it now that it's had some preamble. In the pursuit of knowledge, we often believe that the more we learn, the more we will know. However, there is a fascinating paradox at play. The more we learn, the more we realize how little we actually know. This paradox of knowledge has been explored by philosophers and scholars for centuries, highlighting the inherent limitations of human understanding. In this blog, we will delve into the complex nature of knowledge and explore why the acquisition of knowledge can sometimes leave us feeling more uncertain than ever before. The never-ending pursuit of knowledge. The pursuit of knowledge is a lifelong journey that never ends. As humans, we are naturally curious beings, constantly seeking answers and striving to understand the world around us. However, the more we learn, the more we realize there is always more to discover. The paradox of knowledge lies in the fact that the more we expand our knowledge, the more we become aware of the vastness of what we don't know. Each new piece of information opens up new avenues of inquiry and reveals the intricacies and complexities of the subjects we study. Take, for example, the field of science. As scientists uncover new discoveries and theories, they often find that these findings raise more questions rather than they answer. This is known as the knowledge gap, where the more we learn, the more gaps in understanding we discover. Additionally, as our knowledge grows, so too does our awareness of the limitations of our knowledge. We begin to recognize the biases, assumptions, and uncertainties that can influence our understanding of a subject. This awareness humbles us and reminds us that our knowledge is always evolving and subject to revision. The pursuit of knowledge also involves recognizing our own cognitive limitations. Our brains have limited capacities for processing information, retaining knowledge, and making connections. As a result, we must prioritize what we choose to learn and accept that we cannot know everything. However, this should not discourage us from seeking knowledge. The paradox of knowledge should inspire us to continue exploring, questioning, and expanding our understanding. Each new piece of knowledge brings us closer to the truth, even if it also leads to more unanswered questions. The paradox of knowledge teaches us that the more we learn, the more we realize how little we actually know. It reminds us of the vastness of the unknown and the never-ending nature of the pursuit of knowledge. Rather than seeing this paradox as limitation, we should embrace it as a catalyst for curiosity, growth, and intellectual humility. The humbling reality: the more we learn, the less we know. As the pursuit of knowledge expands, so too does our understanding of the vastness of what we don't know. This humbling reality is an essential aspect of the intellectual growth and development. By recognizing our limitations, we open ourselves up to new perspectives, challenging our assumptions and welcoming the possibility of further learning. Intellectual humility is the willingness to acknowledge the limitations of our knowledge and to approach new information and ideas with an open mind. It involves recognizing that our current understanding may be incomplete or flawed, and that there is always more to learn. Embracing intellectual humility allows us to view knowledge as a journey rather than an end destination. One of the key benefits of embracing intellectual humility is the ability to engage in constructive and productive conversations and debates. When we approach discussions with humility, we are more likely to listen to diverse perspectives, consider alternative viewpoints, and engage in thoughtful dialogue rather than becoming defensive or dismissive. This fosters a culture of learning and growth where ideas are challenged, refined, and expanded upon. Intellectual humility also helps us avoid the trap of intellectual arrogance and certainty. When we believe we have all the answers, we have closed us off to new possibilities and limit our potential for growth, which is also something you should reflect upon on authoritarianism and totalitarianism, that whenever you close yourself off to new possibilities, you limit your potential for new growth. By embracing intellectual humility, we can recognize the gaps in our understanding and actively seek out new knowledge and experiences to fill those gaps. Furthermore, intellectual humility promotes a growth mindset. Instead of viewing mistakes or gaps in knowledge as failures or deficiencies, we see them as humble opportunities for improvement and development. By maintaining a humble attitude, we are more likely to embrace challenges, persevere through setbacks, and continuously strive for self-improvement. In a world that values certainty and expertise, intellectual humility can sometimes be seen as weakness. However, it is important to recognize that true strength lies in the willingness to learn, adapt, and expand on our understanding. By embracing intellectual humility, we can become more open-minded, empathetic, and receptive to new ideas, ultimately enhancing both our personal growth and the advancement of knowledge as a whole. That's what we're doing right now, people. The paradox of knowledge reminds us that the more we learn, the less we know. Embracing intellectual humility is essential in navigating this paradox and continuing our journey of growth and learning. By recognizing our limitations, engaging in constructive dialogues, and maintaining a growth mindset, we can cultivate a deepened appreciation for the vastness of knowledge and the endless possibilities for further exploration. The paradox of expertise. While the pursuit of knowledge is essential for intellectual growth, it is important to acknowledge the paradox that comes with expertise. As individuals accumulate knowledge and become experts in their field, they may unknowingly develop a sense of intellectual arrogance and certainty. This can hinder further learning and limit the ability to embrace alternative perspectives. It's extremely interesting how when you become an expert, you suddenly are not an expert. It's like a duality thing. The paradox of expertise lies in the fact that the more we become experts in a particular subject, the more we tend to overlook the vastness of what we still don't know. This can lead to a sense of false certainty and undermine the humility necessary for intellectual growth. It is crucial to recognize that expertise does not equate to complete knowledge or infallibility. So this, I just have to throw it out there again, that this is kind of similar to UFO, alternative energy, paranormal. We might as well just throw in cryptids. Intellectual humility is particularly important for experts because it enables them to approach their field of study with an open mind and willingness to learn from others. By acknowledging the limitations of their own knowledge, experts can maintain a sense of curiosity and openness that allows for continued learning and growth. This mindset also encourages collaboration and the exchange of ideas with colleagues and other experts. I just wanted to note that it says here that by acknowledging the limitations of their own knowledge, experts can maintain a sense of curiosity and openness that allows for continued learning and growth. This mindset also encourages collaboration and exchange of ideas and colleagues and other experts. And if hypothetically somebody were to try to do the opposite of that, that would be a hindrance like across the board, if that's what it's saying. Maybe if there was like alternative energies or alternative medicine or like a secret space program or something, if they wanted to hold that back, they would have to kind of hold back all of it. Otherwise, it would all come out. And I think that's what's going on right now, is that there's so much knowledge out there that it's all starting to leak out. So they're having to do like a containment of all this knowledge. That's part of the reason that I'm showing everybody all of this. It is also important for experts to recognize that expertise in one area does not necessarily translate to expertise in all areas. The depth of knowledge in a specific field may give individual confidence, but it should not prevent them from acknowledging the breadth of other disciplines and the potential for learning from experts in those fields. By embracing intellectual humility, experts can avoid the trap of stagnation and continue to expand their knowledge. They can remain receptive to new ideas, challenge their own assumptions, and actively seek diverse viewpoints. This only enhances their personal growth, but also contributes to the advancement of knowledge as a whole. The importance of embracing curiosity and humility cannot be overstated. Curiosity fuels our desire to learn and explore, while humility ensures that we approach new information with an open mind and acknowledge our limitations. By cultivating these traits, we can navigate the paradox of knowledge, the realization that the more we learn, the more we realize how much we still don't know. Embracing curiosity and humility allows us to continue our journey of intellectual growth and contribute to the expansion of knowledge. Learning as a lifelong journey. Learning is not a destination, but a lifelong journey. In today's rapidly changing world, the quest for knowledge is more important than ever. With advancements in technology and the constant evolution of industries and disciplines, it has become imperative for individuals to embrace learning as a continuous process. The mindset of lifelong learning goes beyond formal education and degrees. It involves a commitment to personal and professional development, a willingness to adapt to new challenges, and openness to acquiring new skills and knowledge throughout one's life. The changing landscape of knowledge, the rapid pace of technological advancement means that the information and skills we acquire today might become obsolete tomorrow. To stay relevant and competitive, individuals must be proactive in seeking out new knowledge and keeping up with the latest developments in their fields. This requires a mindset that embraces change and embraces continuous learning. Expanding horizons and broadening perspectives. Learning is not limited to specific subjects of areas of expertise. Lifelong learning encourages individuals to explore new disciplines and expand their horizons and develop a broader understanding of the world. By exposing ourselves to different perspectives and ideas, we can foster creativity, critical thinking, and innovation. Building resilience and adaptability. In a rapidly changing world, the ability to adapt and navigate through uncertain times is crucial. Lifelong learning equips individuals with the skills and knowledge needed to adapt to new challenges, embrace change, and thrive in diverse environments. It helps build resilience by enabling individuals to continuously update their skills, learn from failures, and identify new opportunities for growth. Personal growth and fulfillment. Lifelong learning is not just about professional development, it also contributes to personal growth and fulfillment. Learning new things can ignite passions, spark creativity, and enhance overall well-being. It allows individuals to pursue their interests, explore their curiosity, and discover new talents and hobbies, contributing to society and making a difference. Lifelong learners have the potential to make a significant impact on society. By continuously seeking knowledge and developing new skills, they can contribute to solving complex problems, driving innovation, and making positive changes in their communities. Does that sound like anybody? That's all of us right now. Congratulations, just pat yourself on the back. Lifelong learners become agents of change, using their knowledge and expertise to create a better future for themselves and others. You could also say, instead of agents of change, one could describe that as an alchemist, even, of taking one substance or property, even if it's figurative or abstract, and transmuting it or metamorphosizing, but transmorphing into something else, something better, changing one thing to another through their minds. That's what we're talking about. Lifelong learners become agents of change, using their knowledge and expertise to create a better future for themselves and others. Lifelong learning is a journey that offers countless opportunities for personal and professional growth. Embracing a mindset of lifelong learning enables individuals to adapt to new challenges, broaden their perspectives, and contribute to the betterment of society. In a world that is constantly evolving, lifelong learning is not just a choice, but a necessity for success and fulfillment. So let us embark on this never-ending quest for knowledge and embrace the transformative power of lifelong learning. Embracing the unknown. In the pursuit of knowledge, there is a paradox that arises. The more you learn, the more you realize how much you don't know. The paradox is a humbling realization that despite acquiring vast amounts of knowledge, there will always be more to discover and understand. Embracing the unknown is an essential mindset for lifelong learners, as it opens up new possibilities, fuels curiosities, and promotes personal intellectual growth. Curiosity as a driving force. Embracing the unknown starts with a sense of curiosity and wonder. It is the desire to explore uncharted territories, ask questions, and seek answers. Rather than feeling overwhelmed by the vastness of what is unknown, lifelong learners approach it with a sense of excitement and anticipation. They view the unknown as an opportunity for discovery and growth. Embracing the uncertainty. The unknown is inherently uncertain, and for many, uncertainty can be uncomfortable. However, lifelong learners embrace this uncertainty as a catalyst for growth. They understand that it is in the face of unknown that innovation and breakthroughs often then can occur. By embracing uncertainty, they develop resilience and adaptability, which are essential skills in navigating a rapidly changing world. Embracing failures as a learning opportunity. The unknown is often accompanied by failures and setbacks. Lifelong learners understand that failure is not something to be feared, but rather embraced as a valuable learning opportunity. It is through failure that they gain valuable insights, refine their understanding, and ultimately make progress. By embracing failure, they develop a growth mindset and become more resilient in the face of challenges. Embracing diverse perspectives. The unknown encompasses a multitude of perspectives and ideas. Lifelong learners recognize the value in embracing diverse viewpoints and seeking out opportunities to engage with different cultures, traditions, and ways of thinking. By doing so, they broaden their horizons, challenge their own assumptions, and develop a more nuanced understanding of the world. Embracing lifelong learning. Embracing the unknown goes hand in hand with a commitment to lifelong learning. Lifelong learners understand that the knowledge is not static, but constantly evolving. They actively seek out new information, skills, and perspectives, recognizing that there will always be more to learn. Through continuous learning, they embrace the unknown and position themselves at the forefront of the innovation and discovery. Embracing the unknown is an essential mindset for lifelong learners. It is the recognition that the pursuit of knowledge is a never-ending journey, and the more we learn, the more we realize how much there is still to discover. By approaching the unknown with curiosity, embracing uncertainty and failure, seeking diverse perspectives, and committing to lifelong learning, individuals can unleash their full potential and make meaningful contributions to the world. So let us embrace the unknown, embark on a lifelong quest for knowledge and growth. And just thank you so much, Asad Ali. That was amazing. This is something that is just so personal and inspiring and very deep. And this is like the whole point of the podcast. I mean, we're just starting on the patterns and synchronicities. That's the crazy thing, y'all, is that we're really just starting. This is episode 10, and we're kicking down the doors of everything. We've done biology, science, and all of that, and this is like a real kick in the butt to anybody who thinks that we have everything leveled out. And it's essential that we have a democratic society, that we're able to talk about things freely and not be quelled or silenced or oppressed. And that is something that, learning these things and moving forward, it will be so obvious to everybody, so that we can move forward. And the things that we will learn in future podcasts will involve humility. I mean, just to tackle some of the things that we're tackling involves humility and restructuring your beliefs. I mean, I already had my understanding of viruses and proteins shaken, subconscious and conscious, and so much stuff that we've talked about that is just bizarre. And it's extremely interesting, and a lot of the stuff about consciousness that we talked about was also fitting into all of this right now. And yeah, I just wanted to thank everybody for listening and hanging in there, and that philosophy plays a huge role. A lot of people think that the philosophies of the 1900s or 1800s, that they're outdated, but they're not. They had nothing to do but think, and they had a lot more formality in their thinking, which has like good things and bad things, but they just don't count out ancient people in any way. That's all I can say. And the more that you look, the deeper you look, the more fascinating everything becomes, and the more intricate that everything becomes, and things that you never thought would be connected are connected. And yeah, we're just kicking down the doors of all of that, and I'm just proud of all of you guys. I'm proud of myself, and it involves being nice to each other. We have to like be kind to one another, and that involves like the limitation of ourselves, that none of us are perfect, none of us will understand everything, and everybody else other than us will have nonstop experiences that we will not ever experience. So we can't ever put ourselves in somebody else's shoes, ever. We'll never understand what anybody else is going through. And that's just the mind-bending fact, that we're all uniquely on our own, but all together at the same time. It's another duality of the universe, that we all feel so separate, but we're all united. And that's a big part of Hinduism as well. So a few episodes ago, I had talked about using AI just to like throw some stuff that we talk about at it occasionally, just to like see what it has to say about this or that. And there's a lot of different types of AI out there, and I know AI is kind of controversial. It is for me too. I am wary of the controversy, and I don't think that this is unethical. Just asking an analytical question, and that's all that I did. And I was asking it about the things that we were just talking about. And I asked it about inauthentic people, how to use this topic to deal with this. And it says, the paradox of knowledge can be a powerful tool in dealing with negative people, but it is important to understand its limitations and use it constructively. Cultivate intellectual humility. The core of the paradox lies in the knowledge acknowledging the vastness of the unknown. By recognizing both your own knowledge and limitations, you become less susceptible to being swayed by negative based or incomplete information or biased perspectives. This doesn't mean being passive, but instead approaching situations with a sense of open-mindedness and willingness to consider different viewpoints. Identify and challenge unfounded negativity. Negative people can often use sweeping statements and negativity biases to paint a distorted picture of reality. By understanding the paradox, you can recognize these tactics and challenge them, asking questions to probe the basis of their negativity and gently point out potential inconsistencies or alternative perspectives. However, choose your battles wisely and avoid getting entangled in an unproductive argument. Maintain emotional distance. The paradox can also help you maintain emotional distance from negativity. Knowing that negativity can often stem from limited knowledge or personal biases allows you to detach yourself from taking it personally. This doesn't mean being insensitive, but rather protecting your own emotional well-being by recognizing that negativity doesn't necessarily reflect the truth of you or your own value or anything else. Focus on growth and learning. The paradox emphasizes the importance of continuous learning. By focusing on expanding your own knowledge and understanding, you equip yourself with better tools to navigate negativity. Seeking out diverse perspectives, engage in constructive discussions, and actively pursue your own areas of personal growth. This positive pursuit of knowledge can act as a powerful counterpoint to negativity. Remember, applying the paradox doesn't mean tolerating toxic behavior or abuse. If negativity becomes overwhelming or harmful, it's crucial to establish healthy boundaries or seek support from trusted individuals. The paradox is a tool for self-improvement, not a way to manipulate or control others. Use it to enhance your own perspectives and resilience, not to invalidate the experiences or feelings of other people. By employing the paradox of knowledge thoughtfully, you can develop greater intellectual humility, critical thinking skills, emotional resilience, all of which can empower you to navigate negative influences more effectively. So, for an AI, it did pretty good, I would say. That was Google's Gemini, and yeah, I feel like it captured that was like pretty decent advice for a Google Gemini on that philosophy. So I think I'm just gonna call it a wrap on that one, so that people can just have this just as a reference by itself, because it's so important, and so you'll be able to come back to it whenever you need to listen to this, and this gave me a lot of ideas, so be prepared for some more stuff, and I hope that you guys really thought about this and are more open-minded and ready to move forward and kick down some more doors of the mind and science and medicine and everything. We're gonna change it all, everybody, and for the better. And if you can't feel it yet, it is still building. The patterns are building. The synchronicities are building. It's just gonna keep on going. And once you see it, it's like learning the traffic laws. Once you start learning how to drive and the laws of the road, you see all the stuff that people do wrong that you didn't see before. And on that note, that's another analogy of having a new perspective and seeing new things of stuff that was all around you already before. You just didn't know how to look for it, or you couldn't identify it, or nobody had told you yet what to look for, and you hadn't seen this pattern or this data that had been there all along. You just never had articulated it. And this is a topic that is going to continuously come up. We've talked about it before. We'll talk about it again. It's a big pattern, and this is what we're talking about with the paradox of knowledge as well, is that I already said it, but as soon as you learn something, it's opening up doors to everything else. So really hope that you guys like this, and that you'll tune in some more for the future. And this is just starting, everybody. Be safe out there.